I'm Brooke.
I'm Zan.
I'm Matt.
I'm Chris.
Stick shift. Does that word scare you? Well, if it does, you're amongst the many people who won't even go near a stick shift car. Now, stick shifts are found in many vehicles, ranging from Jeeps all the way to Lamborghinis. And according to a historic vehicle, they say that from the early 1900s to the mid-1980s, manual transmissions were more than common in many vehicles, and they're sometimes the only option that you can find. So here's how to drive a stick shift car. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to know that there's 3 pedals instead of 2. And the new pedal is called the clutch, and that's on the left. So the pedal is going to go from clutch to the left, brake is the middle, and then the gas. So what you need to do is press the clutch fully and the brake fully at the same time to make sure the car isn't moving and it's in neutral. The clutch works as a neutral as well. So you're going to need to have the clutch in, brake in, turn the car on, then the car is on. Then, to get moving, you're going to need to let go of the brake, put your foot on the acceleration, then slowly let go of the clutch as you're slowly hitting the acceleration. And then the goal is to fully let go of the clutch as the acceleration is the only foot on the pedal. And then, once you're moving, you're going to need to know when you have to shift is when you hit 2.5 RPMs. Once you hit 2.5 RPMs, that's when your engine is getting overworked a little bit, and that's when it's time to shift. So then you're going to hit the clutch fully, let go of the acceleration, put the gear into second gear, and then just like in first gear, you're going to have to hit the clutch, and with the acceleration slowly getting put, clutch out, and then like a seesaw, and then your acceleration is only pedal that's having your foot on with the clutch fully out. And it's much easier than in first gear because your car is in motion. Now, manual cars have a lot of advantages. So one advantage is that it's really good with off-roading. So say you're in a Jeep going downhill. In a manual car, as you're going downhill, your momentum is building. Then let's say you're in second gear, your car is ranging from 10 miles per hour to 20 miles per hour. So as you're going downhill, your car will not exceed 20 miles per hour. So you're going slower, more controlled on the hill, and you're much more safe. Now, compared to an automatic car, if you're going down the hill, you would have to keep your foot on the brake the whole entire time. And that's going to put a little strain on your right foot, and you might be a little bit less safe as compared to manual. Now, with sports cars, they have advantages if they're manual as well. So one thing is that manual transmissions are lighter than automatic transmissions, so the car can go much faster. And another thing is that manual transmissions have more gears as compared to automatic, so you can go much faster and exceed faster times in races. So, as well as that, repairs are cheaper with manual cars. So if you have to take it to the shop, manual cars, they're much cheaper, so you're going to save a lot of money. And as well as the fuel economy on manual cars are much cheaper than automatics. Now, some disadvantages is that in a manual car, you may stall out. And then I stalled out personally on a busy road, so the red light turned green, then my car accidentally stalled out, and then people were honking at me. And I started getting really frantic, and then I couldn't move, and that wasn't good at the time. And then, when you're on hills going uphill, it's much harder to drive. It's very scary, especially when you stop. Because as you're driving, if you stop, your clutch is in, so you're basically neutral. And then to get going, you have to let go of the brake, and then as you're doing that, the clutch makes your car move backwards a little bit. So if there's a car behind you, you might tap them a little bit. And then, your left leg can get a little beating. Your left leg isn't really used to being used while you're driving cars. So your left leg is going to be it's going to get really sore the first time that you're going to use a clutch car, because you're going to be hitting the clutch a whole bunch, and your leg isn't used to that. And then manual cars take much longer to learn as opposed to automatic cars. And it might take a little bit longer to accelerate as you're shifting the car yourself manually compared to automatic. In conclusion, manual cars are very interesting and have been becoming less and less popular. It has its advantages and its disadvantages. Thank you. All right, that's all right, I think.
That's good.